I am Dr. Claire Vega, and tonight I need you to stop trusting your eye doctor. I know that sounds extreme. I know you have been seeing the same doctor for years. You trust them. You respect them. They seem like a good person. But good people can still be part of a broken system, and the eye care system in America is deeply broken. Here is what happens to millions of men right now. You wake up in the morning, you rub your eyes, everything looks smeared, like someone rubbed Vaseline on the world overnight. You squint, you blink, you wait for it to clear up, and it never fully does. So you go to your eye doctor. They sit across from you, they smile, they nod. They say the exact same thing they always say. This is completely normal for your age. They hand you a new prescription. They charge you $200. You leave feeling defeated. Here is what your doctor never told you. Blurry morning vision is not normal aging. Your eyes are not just wearing out like old tires. Your eyes are being starved every single night while you sleep, while you think your body is healing, and the multi-billion-dollar eye care industry knows exactly why it is happening. They have known for years. They are not going to tell you, because a cured patient never comes back to the clinic. Think about that. Really think about it. Their entire business model depends on your slow, quiet decline. A frightened patient buys the expensive artificial tears. A desperate patient schedules the risky laser surgery. A confused patient accepts the monthly injection into their eyeball without asking why. Fear is their ultimate business model. I am done letting them use your fear against you. Today, I am going to expose exactly what happens to your eyes in the dark, and I am going to give you 7 specific fruits that fight back against the damage while you sleep. Fruits the industry aggressively ignores. Fruits they cannot patent. Fruits they cannot charge you $1,000 for. Pay close attention, because what I am about to explain changes everything. Let me tell you what really happens when you turn off the lights at night. Your doctor tells you sleep is when your body heals. That is partially true. Your muscles recover, your heart rate drops, your brain clears out toxins. But for your eyes, nighttime is a brutal battlefield. All day long, your eyes absorb massive amounts of punishing light. Blue light from screens, UV light from the sun. Even indoor fluorescent lights damage your retina. That damage creates what scientists call oxidative stress. Think of oxidative stress like rust forming on the inside of a pipe. During the day, the rust builds up fast. At night, your retina desperately tries to clean it. Your retina is the delicate, paper-thin lining at the back of your eye. It captures every image you see. It is one of the most oxygen-hungry tissues in your entire body. To clean out the daily rust, your retina needs a massive flood of oxygen and nutrients every single night. But here is the problem nobody talks about. As you get older, your blood circulation slows down. Your tiny eye capillaries narrow. The nutrient delivery gets cut in half. Your retina sends out distress signals all night, and nobody answers. The rust takes over. The delicate light-catching cells suffocate in the dark. You wake up the next morning and everything is fuzzy. Your doctor knows this biological truth. They read the same clinical studies I read. They understand exactly what is happening inside your eye every night. But they never tell you how to stop the rust. They just wait patiently for the damage to get bad enough to justify an expensive procedure. Today, I am tearing up their profitable playbook. Fruit number 7, the golden kiwi. You probably walk right past it at the grocery store. That is a massive mistake. Your eye doctor will never mention golden kiwis. They would rather sell you a chemical lubricant in a tiny plastic bottle for $18. Here is what the golden kiwi actually does. It is packed with lutein. Lutein acts like a pair of internal sunglasses for your fragile retinal cells. It absorbs the toxic blue light that bombards your vision all day long. But here is the secret part, the part they hide. Golden kiwis contain a rare natural compound that triggers deep cellular repair at night. The fruit physically helps your eyes clear out the daily rust during your sleep cycle. Now let me tell you about Walter. Walter is 71 years old. He spent 40 years driving long-haul trucks. He loved his independence. Night driving was his whole identity. Then the halos started. Headlights turned into blinding explosions of light. His doctor told him to simply stop driving after dark. They handed him a pamphlet about ride-sharing apps. They stole his freedom and called it advice. I told Walter to eat 2 golden kiwis an hour before bed. I told him to scoop the flesh, but leave the green layer right next to the skin. That exact edge contains powerful protective acids. Within 3 weeks, Walter was driving his wife to Friday night dinners again. No expensive drops, no surgery, just the fruit his doctor never mentioned. Fruit number 6, watermelon. I know exactly what you are thinking. Watermelon is just sugar and water. That is exactly what the system wants you to believe. Watermelon contains a massive dose of lycopene. Lycopene is a ruthless anti-inflammatory agent. When your eyes dry out and inflame overnight, your blood vessels squeeze shut. The oxygen supply gets cut completely. Watermelon forces those vessels back open. It floods your starving retina with fresh oxygen while you sleep. But here is the critical catch nobody tells you. You must eat it 30 minutes before bed, and you must never salt it. The medical industry says salt is fine in moderation. Dead wrong. Added salt spikes the pressure inside your eye. That pressure slowly crushes your optic nerve. It causes irreversible damage. The Glaucoma Research Foundation publishes this data quietly. Your local doctor checks your eye pressure, writes a number on a chart, and sends you home to slowly go blind without a single word of warning. 1 cup of chilled watermelon, no salt, 30 minutes before bed. That is your prescription. Fruit number 5, black currants. You have probably never bought them. The American food system practically erased them from our grocery stores, but they hold the key to saving your night vision. When you look at a street lamp and see a massive glowing halo around it, your optic nerve is screaming. Your doctor calls it mild astigmatism. They sell you $300 coated lenses. The glasses correct the image. They do absolutely nothing to save the dying nerve. Black currants contain intense dark pigments called anthocyanins. These pigments do not just reduce inflammation. They physically rebuild your visual receptors. They restore your ability to shift from bright light to complete darkness. A major clinical trial proved that small doses stopped visual field loss entirely. Those patients did not need more surgery. They needed the exact pigments the medical industry refuses to prescribe. Since you cannot find black currants fresh in most stores, you need a pure 50 milligram extract capsule. Take it at night. Take your night vision back from the corporations who are slowly selling it from you, piece by piece. Fruit number 4, wild blueberries. Do not let the simplicity fool you. This is where the betrayal gets deeply personal. You already eat blueberries, but you are almost certainly eating the wrong kind, and eating them the wrong way. The giant, shiny blueberries in the plastic containers at your supermarket are nutritionally empty. Big agriculture engineered the nutrients right out of them. They bred them for size and shelf life and profit. Not for your health, not for your eyes. You must buy the tiny frozen wild blueberries. They contain double the protective compounds. These specific wild compounds cross directly through the blood barrier into your retina. They act like a microscopic repair crew rebuilding damaged DNA while you sleep. But here is the twist the system never explains. If you put those wild blueberries in a bowl of milk, you destroy the medicine completely. The dairy industry spends hundreds of millions of dollars telling you milk builds strong bones. They conveniently hide the fact that milk proteins physically bind to fruit antioxidants. Your gut cannot absorb what the milk proteins have already captured. You eat the healthy fruit. Your eyes still starve. The system sets you up to fail. They want you frustrated. They want you giving up and accepting the blurry fate they planned for you. Thaw the wild berries. Eat them absolutely alone. No milk, no yogurt, no cream. Fruit number 3, red dragon fruit. You might think this is a fancy garnish at an expensive restaurant. It is actually a lifeline for a suffocating eye. When you sleep, your breathing naturally slows down. Your blood oxygen drops. Your eyes enter a state called hypoxia. That means they are quietly choking in the dark. You wake up and your eyes feel heavy, dry, like they weigh 1,000 pounds. The medical establishment calls this ordinary fatigue. They tell you to drink a cup of coffee in the morning. Coffee restricts your blood vessels even further. Your doctor's advice accelerates the very damage you are trying to escape. Red dragon fruit contains antioxidants that dramatically increase nitric oxide in your bloodstream. Nitric oxide forces your tiny capillaries to expand wide open. It acts like a fire hose, pushing oxygen deep into the back of your eye all night long. Eat half a red dragon fruit before bed. But here is the critical rule the system never teaches you. You must chew the tiny black seeds. Do not swallow them whole. Those seeds hold essential fatty acids your optic nerve desperately requires. Bite them, crush them, force your body to absorb the full protection. Fruit number 2, goji berries. The pharmaceutical industry is genuinely terrified of goji berries. I am not being dramatic. Follow the money and you will understand why. Macular degeneration is their single biggest cash cow. When the center of your vision starts to rot away, they do not offer a cure. They offer a needle. A massive needle they stab directly into your eyeball every single month for the rest of your life. Thousands of dollars per injection, billed to your insurance without apology. It is a barbaric, highly profitable system built entirely on your suffering. Goji berries contain the highest natural concentration of zeaxanthin on Earth. Zeaxanthin acts like a targeted protective shield for the exact center of your vision. It stops the rotting process. Clinical trials confirm that older adults who ate goji berries regularly stop the progression of their vision loss entirely. No needles, no sterile waiting rooms, no copays. Just a natural berry the industry desperately needs you to ignore. Let me tell you about Evelyn. Evelyn is 69 years old. She loves knitting sweaters for her grandchildren. She cannot imagine not seeing their faces clearly. The clinic told her she had early macular degeneration. They scheduled her first eyeball injection. She sat in my office shaking. I told her to cancel the appointment. I told her to soak 2 tablespoons of dried goji berries in warm water every night. I told her to eat them with a small square of dark chocolate. The fat in the chocolate dramatically boosts zeaxanthin absorption. 6 months later, Evelyn went back for her scan. The doctor stared at the results in silence for a long time. The deterioration had completely stopped. They lost a lucrative patient. Evelyn kept her vision, and she kept knitting. Fruit number 1, the papaya. This fruit attacks the quietest, deadliest enemy hiding inside your eye right now. That enemy is sugar. When your blood sugar runs high, even slightly high, it attaches to the proteins inside your eye lens. This process is called glycation. Glycation literally cooks your lens from the inside out. Over years, it turns your perfectly clear lens into a cloudy, yellowed rock. That is exactly how a cataract forms. Not bad luck, not age, sugar, cooking your eye slowly from the inside. Cataract surgery is the most frequently performed surgery in the entire world. The medical system has turned your eyes into an assembly line. They slice your eye open, remove your natural lens, and insert a cheap plastic disc. They make billions of dollars processing patients like car parts on a factory floor. And they never once tell you how to stop the lens from cooking in the first place. Papaya contains a powerful enzyme called papain. Papain hunts down damaged proteins in your eye and dissolves them. It literally begins reversing the glycation damage while you sleep. It cleans the cloudy window before it hardens permanently, but you must eat it correctly. 1 cup of fresh papaya, 1 hour before bed, never cold. Cold temperature paralyzes the enzyme completely. The medical system loves when you eat cold fruit straight from the refrigerator. The medicine becomes completely useless. Leave your papaya on the counter for a full hour. Let it reach room temperature, then squeeze fresh lime juice directly over the top. The acid forces your gut to absorb maximum healing power. Now, let me give you the 5 rules they never want you to know. Rule 1. Never mix these fruits with dairy. Calcium acts like a wall in your gut. It blocks absorption completely. Rule 2. Always add a tiny amount of healthy fat. A single walnut, a thin slice of avocado. Your body needs fat to pull these nutrients into your bloodstream. Rule 3. Stop aggressively scrubbing your berries under a hard stream of water. You are washing the protective compounds straight down the drain. Rinse them gently. Rule 4. Keep your fruit at room temperature before eating. Cold fruit is dead medicine. Rule 5. Timing is everything. Eat these fruits exactly 1 hour before you sleep. You must flood your bloodstream right before your eyes begin their desperate overnight repair cycle. Too early, and the nutrients pass through before the repair window opens. Too late, and your body cannot process them efficiently. The vision care industry has built a massive empire on your quiet suffering. They rely entirely on your ignorance. They want you eating the wrong fruits, at the wrong temperatures, mixed with the wrong foods, in the wrong order. And when their system fails you, they are standing there with a needle, with a laser, with a surgery suite, waiting patiently to charge you everything you have. You have spent your entire life working hard, paying your taxes, taking care of your family, doing everything right. You deserve to see your grandchildren's faces clearly. You deserve to drive your car at night without gripping the wheel in terror. You deserve to live the life you earned. Do not let them steal your independence. Do not let them treat you like a disposable source of revenue. Tonight, stop at the store. Buy the golden kiwi. Buy the wild blueberries. Buy the goji berries. Start your evening routine. Protect your own vision. Because the expensive clinics absolutely will not do it for you. I am Dr. Claire Vega. I am exposing the dirty secrets they pray you never discover. If you want to survive the medical system, you need the brutal truth, and I will keep delivering it. Hit subscribe right now. Because my next video exposes the glaucoma drops your doctor prescribes every single day, what is actually inside them, what the label deliberately hides. You are not going to believe what they have been putting in your eyes. See you in the next video.